Well, good morning, good afternoon. I don't know when you're going to see this. You know by now, this is about the 94th time we've done this. Sometimes I've had Mr. Chestnut as my guest, and sometimes Mr. Chestnut's not here. He's not here with me today. I have a guest. Sometimes it's just me. That's when it gets really funny. But you know me and humor. That's what I do. And I'm not good enough to do a stand-up comedian act, but I'm working on it. But today I have a guest, Mr. Qrushal Patel. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a famous building, a famous business in our town. I know that you at some point, if you're from Fairmont or surrounding areas, at some point you have been in L&M Convenience Mart. I know you have. Bought gas, bought a pizza, one of those Hunt Brothers pizzas, got you some beer. I guess it's okay to say that on a government thing. I don't want the auditor or anybody else saying I'm misusing, public airways. But anyway, they got it going on out there. And Lyndon McClellan, fine man, wonderful fellow, known him a long time. He decided to step away from his business and sold it to a concern, a group, and somehow it's passed along down to my guest who's sitting here with me today. Mr. Patel has agreed to be my guest today, and I know that he's doing a lot in his community, our community, because this past Saturday he had a back to school supply program or event in which he gave away school supplies and gave away hot dogs and other things. That tells me right there he's committed to Fairmont. He wouldn't do that. You're not going to give it. They didn't just walk in and say, I want $500 worth of goods from Walmart, and they just give it to him because he's a nice guy. He had to pay for that. He also had to pay for the hot dogs and all the other stuff that he gave away. That tells me about commitment. He came up the other day and joined the Chamber of Commerce. That tells me about commitment. So why shouldn't we say, welcome to Mr. Patel, and let him tell a little bit about his business, himself, and all that. So here we are. Mr. Patel, thank you so much for being my guest today. And tell us a little bit about yourself, your personal biography a little bit before we get into your business.
All right. First of all, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting me here.
Yes, sir.
And myself, as you introduced, Qrushal Patel. I'm from Georgia, and here now I have a business. So
not the Georgia over in Europe, the Georgia where I was born in. I was born in Georgia. He and I are Georgia crackers. We're the same people.
Yes, we can say that.
Yes,
definitely, sir. Definitely. And as Mr. Mayor, you mentioned, I own that historic business.
Yes, sir.
And L&M all about. Sorry. All right. So yeah, after we heard about this business, we are very excited to have that business. We came down here, we check on them, we check the community, we check the town, and then we decided to bought this business. Right. And I have other three, my brother who owns this business too. So this community give back idea is all of us together, and we thought about like each and every customer comes every day and give us a good business, what we can do for customer. Every year we making a good money from the customer, what we can contribute to the community, so we can keep going, the town of Fairmont keep going. So that's why we did this beautiful event. Also, that event is very small part of our thinking.
Yes, sir.
That particular event is not for only the kids, it's for the future. When we think about the future of the Fairmont, it starts with the kids.
Sure.
Where they are 6 year old, when they're gonna be 12-year old, when they're gonna be 18. We wanted to give something to them, not only the school supplies and a hot dog. That's a very small thing. It is about keeping those kids when they grow up as a young and they grow up as a man and a gentleman. It's about the idea that keep them in a Fairmont. What we can do to them to keep them in a Fairmont. So that is the whole idea, and I think, Mr. Mayor, you can add on to that too. That if we both, like town of a Fairmont and as a small business owner, we can do for them something that keeps them in the town of Fairmont. I was thinking something, and my brothers are thinking something, that what why people going out from the Fairmont to spend their money. What we can do that they don't have to go outside of Fairmont. Why they need to go to Lumberton? Why they need to go to Fayetteville? So that is the opportunity for the businessmen. Plus, if we do something like that, that's the good opportunity to have each and every business in town of Fairmont.
One of my best friends, he's passed away now, Gerald Floyd. Gerald Floyd owned a pool room on the far end of North Main Street, where the FF Palace is located now. That concrete building at one time, it was a pool room. Gerald Floyd lived in the far end of North Main Street. If you go toward the cemetery, he lived in that area. He owned a big garden. He also opened after he decided he didn't want to have a pool room there anymore, in that very building, he opened up Seafood and Fixins Restaurant. I ate there every Sunday after church. A meat, 3 vegetables, bread, tea, whatever. He told me, and he had wonderful seafood. He told me, exactly feeding off of what you just said, that people would ride down Main Street from any part of town, go right by his place, go out New Street to the stoplight, past the ABC store on the Lumberton, Fayetteville, to eat at a seafood restaurant 40 miles away, when he had wonderful seafood right here in Fairmont. And he never ever could get over that. What saved him was, there was a lady named Jane Huggins who owned the Pink Restaurant in Lumberton. It's called that because it's painted pink. In Roland, North Carolina. And he brought her over here and used the vegetables out of his garden to have delicious home-cooked meals. And he made it. He would never have made it if he had depended just on the seafood, because no one ever did that. And see, I taught school for 45 years. I can't tell you, I could build a house if I got a $10 bill from every student in the 45 years that I taught school that said this thing to me: Mr. Kemp, I can't wait to get my diploma in my hand. And I'll finish the sentence for him. I would say, because you're leaving, right? Absolutely. And you're right, Mr. Patel, we've got to keep people here. We've got to find a way to keep the young men and young women, find jobs for them, find pursuits for them that they would be interested in, and keep them here, so that the businesses here will prosper and survive. And you're exactly right. Now, tell us, for the viewer who's not ever had the luxury of being in L&M,
Okay.
what kind of things do you sell there? What do you have there?
All right. So it's basically, you of course know, but who they don't know about it. It's L&M is a convenience store plus little daily.
Yeah.
Of course, we sell hot dogs, burgers, hamburger, cheeseburger. We sell breakfast with the grits, of course, toast, bacon,
Grits, folks.
pork.
You hear that? Grits. Got grits.
Yes. Pork, sausage, and then we have a wonderful Hunt Brother pizza.
Oh, if you've never had one of the Hunt Brothers pizzas, they're good. They put them on a conveyor belt and run it through the conveyor belt there.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I've had many Hunt Brothers
Yes,
pizzas.
we also make Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, which is very delicious.
Yes.
Also, we do catfish sandwiches, flounder sandwiches. We have a very good chicken salad, and
My wife goes out and gets a pound or whatever it is in a styrofoam
Yes.
container,
Yes.
and we live off of chicken salad sandwich. I'm a connoisseur of chicken salad, and I promise you, you may think I'm trying to advertise for Mr. Patel, and he's going to give me a kickback or something, and that's not true. I would never do that. I'm a government official, and I don't take bribes. I will tell you this now. I am a connoisseur of chicken salad, and I wouldn't eat chicken salad if it wasn't right. His is right. I don't know who makes it. I don't know how they make it. I don't know how they go through it, but it's the bomb. It's the bomb. It's the best chicken salad I've ever eaten.
yes. So yeah, chicken salad, and then of course I mentioned the hot dog and a burgers that is very famous for our lunch.
Yes, sir.
We do every day fried chicken. We try to keep it fresh. We cook a lot of orders for the churches. We have 8 to 10 churches
Yeah,
around
many
here.
churches here have
Yes.
events. They'll come out and get.
Yes,
And you ask them, "Where'd you get the chicken from?" L&M.
L&M.
That was a stupid question. Why did I even ask you? Of course you did.
Well,
About
just
400 pieces of chicken there for a
Yes.
for a banquet. Of course it came from L&M.
yes. Yesterday we did
But you
one
can't
order.
call up 2 minutes in advance and expect to have 400 pieces of chicken, right?
Of course, we got to do some prep and everything, right? So yeah, and yesterday also one of the church called and we served them 200 pieces of chicken.
Yes, sir.
So that was yesterday. So yeah, and that chicken is especially fresh.
Right.
We don't do like in the morning we cook bulk and keep them all day. No, we don't do that.
And you can get beverages there.
Exactly.
So it's a,
Just in-house made beverages.
This is a G-rated show, so I'm not going to get into that. But you can get beverages there, and other things. Cigarettes. You sell
Yeah,
cigarettes.
we sell tobaccos, we sell Coke products, Pepsi products, local cherry wine products. Uh, we believe in supporting. Yeah, we sell gas. So we have an air machine down there. We sell ice. So all the small things, but major part of our business is food. So yeah, and a lot of people love our foods.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
absolutely.
for one day, let me tell you one incident. One day I was in Lakeview somehow because I'm passing through the countryside.
Yes, sir.
In Lakeview, I stopped by at one of the gas station and I just go inside and I was like, one business owner go to another business and just checking on the things and how everything is going. And somehow we get into the deep talk and they're talking about have you been to the L&M? He didn't know that I own the L&M, and he's like, did you go to L&M? I said, no, what happened? Everything is good there? Is it a good place or what? So I tried to get something out of it. And he was like, man, you have to visit there once. That chicken salad, as you said,
Boom.
and a burgers.
Yes, sir.
Great. I was like, you guys also cooking, no? Yes, we do, but we cannot make a chicken salad like they do. I don't know how they do. So that's a great conversation we had.
I'm sure you love that when you went outside.
Exactly.
You must have been at the Tiger Mart there on Main Street.
No, it was a trader post.
The Trading Post. Okay,
Trading
I got
post,
you.
yeah. It was a trading post.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't make you come to Fairmont, stay in Fairmont. Maybe you're reading this, watching this, and you come through Fairmont going to Myrtle Beach. And you come through Fairmont because you've seen the billboard out there, shortest route to the beach, which is true. 65 miles from Fairmont is, if you don't turn, you'll end up in the ocean at Cherry Grove. I've timed it many times. I know I'm right. I got in an argument with the manager of Cracker Barrel one time. He thought I was lying on the sign, and I said, no, sir. You can go anywhere you want to up and down 95 and take off-road, and it's longer. Ours is the quickest way. Exit 10 through Fairmont, Main Street. You cannot leave or come into Fairmont without coming to Mr. Patel's store, L&M. You cannot. Especially if you're coming back to Fairmont, you got a fork. He's right in the fork. And if you leave, you may miss him on the right or the left, but you can't miss him coming back. I highly advise you, if you live in the Fairmont area, to take advantage of the food and the other sundries and items that he sells out there. This man has obviously already shown in the little time he's been here that he wants to give back to the community, wants to be a part of the community. We welcome him. This is a welcoming gesture. I hope I have a chance to do other things to welcome you and to have you be a part of it. But God bless entrepreneurs like Mr. Patel who are willing to take a chance on a small southern hospitable town, and hopefully you'll always see friendly, smiling faces and not see the ugly side of Fairmont. I hope you never see that. But welcome to Fairmont. I hope your business does well, and I promise you, at the Charles Kemp household, we'll be eating hunt pizzas and chicken salad. You can count on that.
Sure.
Thank you again, Mr. Patel,
Thank you so much,
for being my guest
today.
today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir.